Good afternoon and welcome to Yala National Park. So I got here a few hours ago. I am staying in Debrera, I think it's pronounced. I'm not 100% sure. And tomorrow I am doing the full day safari. So they pick me up at 4:30 in the morning and drop me off at 6 p.m. But today I have come to a place that my homestay has recommended. So I am at this lake. This is Tissamaharama Lake, something like that. I'll put the name on the screen because I don't know how to pronounce it properly. And all of these trees are covered in bats. So we are waiting for 6:30 for the bats to start flying. Like, there's a few here and there starting to fly and they are big. But yeah, there's 9,000 to 10,000 bats currently surrounding me. And you can see them all starting to fly, which is pretty cool. And I have also seen a wild crocodile in the lake. I have some pictures of its head. I don't know if they're very good, but I'll put them in anyway. But yeah, the bats are flying. So this is my evening activity. I'll probably show you some more of when they all start flying, and then I will see you in the morning, most likely. So I have made a friend, Omesh, here, and he has brought me to a different lake where we can see a crocodile very close up. I'll put another video in because you can't see it that well on this camera. But it's a big one, and you've got the amazing sunset right there. So we're going to watch the sunset and the crocodile, and then head back to the fruit bats after. Okay, so I am back at my guest house, currently hiding behind this mosquito net so I can get the fan on me because it is very hot. But yeah, I actually had a good evening. I managed to see, with the help of Amash, a lot of the bats that were flying, but he also took me to see barn owls, which was pretty cool. They were actually a lot smaller than the ones we have in England, and fireflies, but I couldn't get the fireflies on camera. So that was a nice evening, and now I'm back at my guest house for the night, just getting my stuff ready for tomorrow before the 4:30 pickup. So I definitely recommend, if you're staying in the area, to go and see the bats. The barn owls were literally right next to the bats, and the fireflies were just flying around between them. So I'd recommend going there if you have time. And then yeah, we will see in the morning if I recommend the safari. So I'm going to pack and get some sleep, and I'll see you bright and early. Good morning. I'm going to whisper because everyone else is still asleep. So it's a little before 4:30 in the morning, and I've got to admit, it's slightly terrifying. I don't even know if you can hear me, but there you can hear so many things moving in the trees. I don't even know if you can see the trees. Hang on. All of these trees surrounding this place. You can just hear so many birds and animals moving in them. So hopefully my Jeep is here to pick me up soon. then, so it's now much later, so I thought I'd update you. So what has happened? I got picked up. We couldn't get till 6, so we had to queue up outside, and then we saw a herd of elephants, a small herd of elephants, but we did see them. They were very cute. They had a couple of babies. We've seen some water buffalo, lots of peacocks, some crocodiles. Unfortunately, we haven't seen the leopards. We were waiting for them, and then someone needed the toilet from our group, so we left. And then as soon as we got to the toilet, the leopards were spotted. So unfortunately we didn't see them, but we have tried looking elsewhere. I'm not sure if I've seen them, and like the driver just hasn't slowed down to confirm it. But yeah, we still got a few hours left. We just stopped for lunch at this beach. It's actually a really nice beach, except we're not allowed to go any further towards it than that man currently is. We had some rice and curry, and yeah, it's been a really good day so far. And now we're gonna get back in the car and keep going, and hopefully we can see some leopards before we leave. So guess what? We saw a leopard. So right after lunch, we got in the Jeep and he's driving like a madman. And I mean like a madman. We're all holding on for our lives. Just like hoping we don't fall out. And we're like, he's either got a plan or he's gone crazy. And then we skid to a stop and there's a leopard just sat in a tree looking at us. And then all of these cars pull up and it turns around and hides, and we're like, oh, can't see it. But then jumps out the tree, crosses the road right behind our Jeep. It was really amazing, and it did make me think that 2 of the 4 possible leopard sightings that I had were definitely leopards, because the one in the tree, the first one I saw, looked basically exactly the same as the one that was actually there, and then I saw one under a bush and I'm convinced it was actually there. So I'm saying I saw 3 leopards, but I only have 1 on camera. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And then we spent the rest of the afternoon driving around the park. We saw a lot more elephants. So initially we were like, there's not many animals in the park, and while there isn't, like when I went to South Africa, we were driving around seeing so many animals that there was some that you were like, I'm bored of seeing you. It wasn't like that. Like at all. Like you would go long stretches of time without seeing anything. You'd see a deer here or there, but not really anything like you would expect in a safari. But after lunch we did see a lot more elephants. There were very busy sightings though, like you were seeing people, like there'd be like 10 minimum jeeps at a time just waiting to see this elephant. But it was really good and I really enjoyed the tour. I'll try and find the website name and put it in the description if you're looking to do it. It was the equivalent of 65 euros, so it was 24,000 Sri Lankan rupees, which was the cheapest I could find, and I'd say it was worth it. It did include breakfast and lunch, so that was good. And yeah, I just loved my time. I loved my time in the park, I loved my time staying out the park, and I would highly recommend, if you're coming to Sri Lanka, to add this to your itinerary. So yeah, that is the end of this video. And so we didn't do much filming in the park, but the Jeep was very loud, so I couldn't film on the Jeep. So this is what you've had to have. But yeah, absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. If you did like it, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.